and we got really friendly, man. When I came to Colombo, I used to stay at his place. He comes to Kandy, stays at our place, and we were trying to basically make this network at the time.
Right.
So this is after on stage. We got kicked off the preliminaries because it was the first performance. So Stigs, us, there was another band called Stonebroke, Soul Skinner, and there was a set of guys. We used to have meetings at Suresh's place in Mount Lavinia. Like we need to, all of us need to work together. We'll establish this network where we get sponsors, find pubs and clubs and perform.
Right.
But back in the day, no one ever took our shit seriously, Then you must have heard this gentleman called Mr. Ajith Perera. He passed away actually.
Yeah, sadly. Yeah.
He came into the picture, right? He had already done this in the 70s, but then he had discovered us and he wanted to do Rock Company again. And I have to tell you, man, it's thanks to him, thanks to that man, that we have this whole scene has become what it was. When you remember, right, every month there was gigs.
Yes.
So he established Rock Company, which was it was a platform where you play mainly your originals. You come there, you have to play your original music. You could play your covers if you don't have enough tracks. But the main focus was that. Whereas other concerts we got, like say even that Sun FM concert, like I'm saying that radio station, never mind, but back in the day, right? You remember we performed and you were the only guy in front? The organizers were strict on this. Okay, we know you all have originals, but you all have to play some alternate music. You will play Vertical Horizon. That's the kind of thing we used to get from organizers, right?
Right.
You can play a Vertical Horizon song, play this, play that, and we agree. Yeah, we are going to play all that. But once we get on stage, we play our fucking set, man. We played Megadeth also that day. So, Mr. Ajith, like I call him Mr. Ajith Perera, he was the guy who established this thing, okay? He got in sponsors and they had an advertising agency. So it pushed all our bands, press article after press article. There's a rock band here. We press. And that was that initial wave of rock music, that original music that came out at the time we met. So that really took this thing, which no one took serious. It was it was a very joke or something. Even when I was in school, it was just Shankar and me into rock music. And even our batch, all the other guys, they were, all the kids, and for them it was it was a bit of a funny thing. These guys, they're rock, okay, Right. But now look how it has changed, So Ajith Perera took a serious step in this. Okay, you need to do this. This is how we organize a gig. We need to push your stuff out, and then the gig started. Right, every month we play a gig, and that was one of the best times in my life actually. And we released this compilation of all the bands who were playing in there. There were 10 songs, right? The first compilation. That's when our first track came out.
Yes.
Then this compilation came with the tracks coming out. Suddenly this got even bigger. And then the second compilation, then up to third, and then it stopped because there were, at the time our main sponsor was we had alcohol and tobacco, which kept the money going, right? For every week, there were deals like every year. They would cut a deal for every month, a budget. So we had the money going to run Rock Company. And then after there were government restrictions, after certain decisions were made and they cut off alcohol. First it was tobacco, that was fine. But next they came for the beer, man. That was fucking stupid. So beer was the main sponsor. That went off, and then the monthly show became every 3 months. And then what I say is basically it did what it had to do. It planted this seed on this tree, and now thanks to that, all these other movements have started. We have the underground metal scene. We have all the bands doing their stuff, and now it's in a better place. And we have another entire big generation down there, new generation of musicians and artists. And we have I'm really happy we have a good original music scene in this country, man. Not just rock, all over.
Yes.
Independent